Welcome to day 2 of the Photoshop Masterclass for beginner. In today's class, we'll be working with layers. The objective is to understand layers and their importance in non-destructive editing. Today's content will include explanation of layers and the layer panel, how to create, duplicate, delete, and organize layers, introduction to layer styles and blending, how to use adjustment layer for non-destructive editing, such as brightness, contrast, hues and saturation, and so on. And the practice section, as we walk along this, we'll be able to create a multi-layered image using different layer type and blending mode. It's going to be a nice ride today. To start, what is layer? Layer can be described as a stack of transparent paper, one on top of another, and it can be an image or an adjustment. It will interest you to know that each layer can be worked on independently without destruction of the other layer. So we're going to start by creating a layer. How do we create a layer? Let's start with the background layer. Whenever you open a new image, it shows up as a background layer. That will be the name of the file, as you can see here. So let's do this. I go to folder and drag to my Photoshop, or you can open your file whichever way you can, or whichever way you're used to. You can now see the default name of this layer is background. To avoid destructive editing, we usually duplicate our image, which is the background image, and this is how we'll do it. You can duplicate your layer by pressing Ctrl J, or by dragging it to this plus sign, or you right click on the layer, then you click duplicate. So you can achieve one result using many methods. You can delete any of this layer by dragging it to this trash can. And also, while you're working, you can also organize your layer by changing the position from one point to another. For example, let's create two more layers. We call it the text layer and the object layer. You can change the order of your layer. You can change the order of the text layer by moving this. By moving this way till you see the blue line highlighted. The background layer has some attributes which make it different from other layers. One of this is a padlock sign that you have here, which makes it impossible for you to rename this layer or edit this layer unless or until we unlock it by removing the padlock. I will do that by clicking on the padlock sign. And the reason why the background layer is that is because it's designed to remain as the background. Now other layers can be made a background. You can change your background, and I will show you how to do that shortly. But before then, let's look at the other attributes of the background. One, we cannot rename it. We cannot change the stacking order. We cannot change the opacity and the blend mode, and the background is not transparent. The only way we can rename and modify our background layer is to make it a rasterized layer, and this can be achieved by clicking on the padlock icon. That leads us to visibility, which is the ability to hide other layers and view or work on just one layer. You can hide this layer by clicking on this eye icon and reveal it by clicking on the eye icon. Now holding down the Alt key and clicking on the eye, holding down the Alt key and clicking on the eye icon makes only this layer visible for you to view or work on it. If you hold the Alt key again and you click on the eye icon, you will have all layers visible. Next is blending mode. The blend mode helps the layers to interact. So for example, if you click on the screen brightens, you click on the screen, it brightens, and if you click on multiply, it darkens. Right, so you can play with other blend modes option. Right after this class, just take time out to see what each effect has on your image. Now to create an adjustment layer, you have to come down here and click, then select any of this menu. Then we can do the light and adjustment, the light and brightening and contrast, and we can also play with other forms of color, other form of adjustment layer later. What you can Now let's just talk briefly about the different types of layer that we have. We have the raster layer. Now the raster layer is made of pixels, right? So it means it's made of pixels. You can erase it, right, with your erasing tool, right? Then you also have, and if you reduce the raster layer to a very small amount and you try to increase it like this, you will see that you have lost some details. But for the smart object layer, this is actually the preview of the source, and this can only be modified by creating a mask. So once you create a mask and you delete anything, you can also replace it, right? Because you are not working on the source, you are only working on the preview. And the preview cannot just be adjusted unless you create a mask. Now we also have other types of layers. The text layer, which we have created one. We also have an object layer, shape layer, which we actually started at the beginning of the class. So this brings us to the end of the class. Please subscribe, like, and share. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment box and I will address it as soon as possible. You can also check the description of this recording for the photography of masterclass day 1 if you have not watched it. There's a lot to learn from there. Thank you very much and do have a wonderful day.